On July the 1st of this year, the government will be introducing legislation which bans smoking in almost all enclosed public spaces. Joining me this morning is Peter Wright, Environmental Health and Trading Standards Manager with Gateshead Council, to talk about what the implications of the legislation will be for the people and businesses in Gateshead. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning.
What will the change in legislation mean for the people and businesses in Gateshead?
Firstly, this new law will represent the biggest improvement in public health for the people of Gateshead for a generation. It will mean that the vast majority of workers in the area are protected from the effects of second-hand smoke, and it will also protect people who visit enclosed public places from the effects of second-hand smoke. There will be a need for a culture change, and although that most workplaces are already smoke-free, some of those are smoke-free by providing an internal smoking room for staff, and these will have to stop being used after the 1st of July. They won't be allowed to use indoor smoking rooms. People will no longer be able to smoke in pubs and clubs, and these are really the last enclosed public places where smoking is currently allowed. Theatres, cinemas and shopping centres went smoke-free a number of years ago.
Will employers or people who own pubs or cafes have to do anything special to comply with the legislation?
They will, but it's not complicated. All businesses have to display signs at entrances. That's pretty straightforward. They'll get those free from us or the Department of Health. They need to do stuff like removing ashtrays or anything else that might encourage people to be lulled into smoking after the 1st of July. They can smooth the transition for staff and customers by keeping them informed of what's going to happen in the venue after the 1st of July as well, Andy. With regard to pubs and clubs and cafes, there is no legal requirement to provide outdoor smoking shelters, but some of them may wish to do that for their customers. Some of the pubs who are building those shelters do need to speak to our planning department now, because there is very little time to actually get the necessary planning permission in order to build something like that outside a pub or a club. And for some, it will already be too late to get planning permission if they just start thinking about it now, and they need to have some contingency plan in place for the 1st of July so that the customers don't desert them. Pubs, clubs and cafes also have to counter another problem that's emerged in countries that have smoke-free provisions. They'll need to look after the littering of the outside of the place with cigarette ends and matches and the like. For some, simply fitting a small wall-mounted ashtray will do, but for others, and some of our pubs are considering this, they will need to go and sweep up at the end of the day to stop the litter getting thrown about.
So if I own a cafe or a bar, or if I manage a workplace in Gateshead and want some help to make these changes, where can I turn for advice?
Well, the first protocol should be that us at the Environmental Health and Trading Standards Service, we have an officer in place called Peter Wright, and he is our temporary smoke-free implementation officer. And Peter's been employed to help people make the transition. The government also have an abundance of advice at their website, Smoke Free England, and people can download guides and free signs from there. For people who don't have access to the internet, they can ring the free phone number 0800 169 1697 to ask for the guidance and signs that are available on the website. And in Gateshead, we've created a special web page for people preparing for the smoke-free provisions. If you go to the main council website and click on the smoke-free link, that'll take you straight through to the page. We've provided par-fill planning applications for people. We've provided guidance for building smoking shelters. We've written to every one of our 6,500 businesses with advice and requests for them to contact us if they need advice. And some 200 already have registered with us for updates on that. But people, first of all, should probably contact our smoke-free implementation officer, Peter Wright, if they want something in particular from us. We are there to help businesses prepare them.
Well, it certainly sounds like Gateshead Council are well prepared for the new forthcoming legislation. But finally, if people are thinking about giving up smoking, is there any help and advice that they can get?
Yes, people who want to stop smoking can contact the national Go Smoke Free number on 0800 169 0169, or then go to the Go Smoke Free website, which is www.gosmokefree.co.uk.
Well, thank you, Peter, for coming along this morning. We'll be posting this interview to the CHI weblog at www.chi.org.uk, and we invite people to post their comments online. If you have any questions about the new legislation, please do post a comment onto the CHI weblog, and Peter will be happy to reply.